Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a set of Nutcracker nails, acrylic nails, woohoo! I'm using my Aliana hand, and it's one of the half hands. You can choose like left or right, but it's in the shade Autumn, and I love it. It's great. I'm also going to be using today my Nailmate acrylic, which is from Glitter Planet. I've got warm beige and crystal clear. I chose some colours that I've got that I feel went best with the Nutcracker nail sugar decal. So I've got Bubblegum, Bora Bora and Showgirl. Showgirl is a white one, but it's got like a shimmery glitter through it. It's really nice, and I just think it went really well with this set. These are the absolutely adorable Nutcracker decals, which I love. I'm going to be using one of the half Nutcrackers today for my... I actually try and do a smile line today. So I've still got to do my little workshop thing. I don't know if it's a course or a workshop. I still can't remember. But Lorna from Glitter Planet does do like workshops, little courses. I don't know what they are. But I think the website's called Not Your Average Nail Tech. But if you find her on YouTube, Glitter Planet, Ninja Nail Fairy, sorry. I'm sure she'll have links in her videos. So I am starting off today's set by adding a clear base with our crystal clear acrylic. This is, I'm a bit lazy. I don't file, when you put your tips on, you're supposed to just file the bits that are on the nails to make it nice and level and flat and smooth, I suppose is the right word. But I'm too lazy to do that, so I'm just going to do it with acrylic. So once I've got my clear base, also if you're, these are Nail Sugars, Winter Wonderland and Sugar Plum Flary glitters. I'm going to use those as well. What was I saying? I don't know, it's gone. It's gone! I hate when that happens. Right, I'm going to try and do a smile line. She says. It didn't turn out too bad. But it wasn't perfect. I want to show you why it wasn't perfect, but I edited the footage out, but one of the side walls, I think it's the left hand side one, the acrylic isn't smooth and sharp to the top of the, I can't really explain it over a video, but I want a little workshop. Lorna from Glitter Planet. I want a chance to do one of her little workshop things, and I asked if I could do the smile line one, and I still haven't got around to doing it yet, but I must have a proper look. But this is me trying to do my smile line. I decided it wasn't deep enough, so I tried to add another bead, and actually the shape of the smile line I was really happy with at the end, so I'm glad I done this bit. It does look like, honestly, I'm such a plonker, but anyway, shut up, Nats, get on with it. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing, because honestly, I just winged it. So this is my nail bed I like an extended nail bed. I think it looks very feminine. I don't know why, I just prefer that. But if you like the shallower ones, like I done before I added that last bead, you can do it that way. It's absolutely fine. Or sorry, do what your client prefers, not what you prefer, because whatever, unless your client said do whatever you like, and then you've got like free reign, and that's great. Yay. Right, this glitter is called, it's not a glitter, it's an acrylic, and it's called Showgirl, and it's part of the Circus collection, which is one of the last ones I bought. I did buy a new collection from Glitter Planet. I bought some more acrylic, but she was swatching, by she I mean Lorna, was swatching the Winter Wonderland acrylic collection on TikTok, and then they done like a flash sale, 20% off, and I was like so I ended up buying it. And also that collection, you do get big 30 gram pots, so I was like, even though I'm not supposed to be buying because I'm supposed to be buying for Christmas. Although I think I'm nearly sorted for Christmas now, which is great. Yeah, I just can't spend any more money. Don't do it, nuts. Okay, anyway, back to this now. I'm trying to do a marble here, and it worked out all right. And do you know what? Normally I would add a glitter or something, but that Showgirl acrylic has got that sort of, it's like a very fine iridescent rainbow type glitter. It's got like lots of different colours through it. It's really pretty. I didn't add glitter in the end because I just felt like that was enough. You'll see in a minute. I've got to add a little bit more blue there because there was a bit of a gap and needed a bit of colour. But when you're doing marbles, make sure you do a nice thin cuticle bead first, just to make your cuticle area nice and neat, and then start your marble. Otherwise, if you're anything like me, it'll go horribly wrong. But there we go. I think I'm doing all right. I'm getting used to acrylic again. So, and I'm really enjoying it, actually. I'm really, really enjoying it. And a lot of you have said, I'm really glad you're doing acrylic again. So that is great as well. I'm glad. I'm pleased that you guys are enjoying it too. Oh, by the way, this glitter I just picked up with a very small bead of clear acrylic. And when I add glitter, sometimes I make sure the bead is a little bit wetter because it goes further and it lies flatter. What I used to do when I first started with acrylic was my acrylic layers were really thick, and the nails ended up really bulky. But then when you came to file away, you would end up filing away your design because you've obviously put your acrylic on too thick. So do make sure that you do nice thin layers. The nice thing about this acrylic system is that the colours are nice and pigmented, so you really only need nice thin layers anyway. This is the Winter Wonderland glitter, which again I picked up with a small bead of clear, and I think I get another bit. I do. You can't see me picking up the clear acrylic, but that is clear acrylic. And I'm just going to do a sprinkling over this nail as well. The Nutcrackers have a blue and a pink. They're kind of bluey pink, so I was like, ooh, I want to use a bluey pink. Now I probably should have waited because the Winter Wonderland collection, the acrylic collection I bought from Glitter Planet, has got really gorgeous blues and a really nice baby pink. But I couldn't wait, so I will do another set with those anyway. Right, I've filed around my smile line, and now I'm going to add some of that bubble gum. It's not really bubble gum, it's acrylic. It's just called bubble gum. Could you imagine? I'm just going to encapsulate this bubble gum. That would be weird. It wouldn't really. People have encapsulated a lot weirder things that I've seen on social media. Yeah, I know, it's questionable, but there we go. Right, yeah, so we're gonna fill in the free edge with this bubblegum acrylic. It's actually a really nice colour. I think this one is I think this is from their pastel collection, but I can't remember. I'm not sure now what's what. I just know I've got some really lovely colours and I'm enjoying playing with acrylic again. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so once I've done that, I'm not going to add any glitter on this now. I will just cap that free edge in a bit. Potato chip. I'm not going to do it right now because we're still doing... Are we doing... No, we're not. We finished now. This is it. This is it. Oh, this time I know. Shut up. Okay. And where are we? Yeah, look. So you can see. So I will just cap that free edge a little bit and then, yeah, and then I'll file it. But this is the bit that I hate doing. Encapsulating. Oh, I don't know. You know when you watch some people on social media and they do a full nail, a full acrylic nail, say it's a one colour bead, just a one colour nail. They just take this nice big bead, plonk it on the nail. They just move the bead into the middle a little bit, both sides, and then they start to really gently press it down, and then they just brush it down and it just goes down the nail amazingly. And then they've got maybe a little bit extra at the end, which they just cut off with the tip of their brush. And I'm just that is the most satisfying. It's just so satisfying. I love it. I can't do that. Look, I've done a one bead here, but I have no apex. So I had to add a bit more because you need an apex, obviously. And obviously this is not a real client. This is not a real hand, but I don't want to not have an apex because the nails are going to look silly. So you can see, look, I've got enough acrylic on there now that I've made an apex. And once I file it, and there's a gap there, just ignore that. Once I file it, it's gonna is going to look much better. I will show you the shape of my nails once I've filed them. I used to love that. Sometimes when I used to watch people do acrylic videos when I first started, they never really showed the profile of the nail. Is that the right word? The profile of the nail after they'd filed them, and I like really wanted to see it. So sometimes I will include that in the video, just because, I don't know, some people like to see it and I don't mind showing it. My filing now is a lot better. You know, you sometimes, like if you're taught properly how to do nails, a lot of people will teach you how to file properly. I don't file how I was taught. I honestly, yeah. I can't remember anything that I was taught when I first learned. I can't remember a thing. My memory is so bad. That's why I have to do things constantly to keep it fresh in my head. Does that make sense? That's why when I hadn't done acrylic for ages, and I just felt like I was starting again from scratch. Yeah, but anyway, you do it regularly and it becomes like, you know, they say practice makes perfect. They are not kidding. So yeah, if you're struggling with acrylic and you feel like you're not getting anywhere, be persistent, because you will get there. Right, I'm going to cap the other two. I feel like I've waffled on enough. I filed them now, and this is me. Look, this is them from the side. That's that one. That's that one. There is clear on that. It looks like it dips down, but it doesn't. And there's that one. And then there's that one. So that's them filed. I mean, I might be able to file a bit more off, but I'm quite happy with that. She says, right, I've washed my hand because she was very dusty, and before I pop the tips in, I'm going to just wipe them over with some isopropyl alcohol, just so that I know all the dust is gone. Dust, anybody? Dust. Oh, this is yeah, I've sped this up. I've done a lot of speeding up in this video because I didn't realise actually it was 20 minutes long. Do you know what? My acrylic nails are quite often some of my quickest nails, because the actually acrylic videos I find a lot easier to edit than gel polish ones. I don't know why. Right, we've now got to decide what nutcracker we're going to use. So as I said, I think at the beginning I'm going to use one of the half nutcrackers, but I think I'm going to use one of the bigger ones at the top, and I want this one I think I'm going to use because it's got the blue and the pink in. So yeah, I think he'll do. Take some scissors. I'm using my ornate scissors. These are from Glitter Planet as well. I love Glitter Planet scissors. My son, I had some Galaxy ones that they had, Gothic Galaxy or something they're called. My son pinched them. They're in his bedroom all the time now, so I had to go buy myself some more. So I got these ones because they're pretty. I'm going to place the decal upside down on my stamper, ready to sort that out in a minute. But first, we need a tacky layer on our nails for our decal to attach to. So I'm just taking some base coat and I'm putting a nice thin layer on my nail, and I will cure that in the lamp for 30 seconds. Back to the decal. You want to, yeah, so it's upside down. You just want to, what's the word? Just soak the back a little bit with, not soak it, but just dampen it, make it damp. And you'll notice that the decal will suck up the water. And you might have to put a little bit more water on, but you don't need masses. And then after several seconds, the backing just slides off. Right, now look, if we stamp it on now, he's going to look like he's got a tan. So what I'm going to do is, because I want the colours nice and bright and vivid, I'm going to put a little bit of white gel polish on the back of the decal. Like, this only has to be, it looks like I'm putting loads on, but I'm not. It's a very thin layer. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to take my fine liner brush. Can you see? Already he looks more vivid. I don't know if you can tell. But I'm just going to move the gel polish to the very edge of the design of the nutcracker. And then this is it's a bit fiddly, so I'm going to skip forward. But once it's done, I'm curing that. Can you see? Look, he's like a brand new nutcracker. He's got life in him again. He doesn't look so pale. He needs a holiday. I know how you feel, Mr. Nutcracker Man. Oh, I'd love a holiday. I've got to wait till Christmas now though, but I do get 2 weeks off, which is great. There we go. Look, he looks amazing. I love him. He's great. Okay, so the next step is to top coat. We haven't finished yet. We are going to top coat, and then there is one more step that I'm going to do. Look how pretty this nail is. I loved the glitter mix on top of the acrylic because the acrylic's got that shimmer, that very fine glitter running through it. And I just thought, oh, that would make a really nice set of, like, I don't know, just, I want to say icy nail. I don't know. I just loved it. So we're going to top coat all of the nails. Do you remember when I used to say it's top coating time? I haven't said that forever. Oh, those were the days. Okay, and then this is the, by the way, I do cure the nails one at a time because I'm like, you see my finger is on the Nutcracker right now. If I hadn't have cured that, I'd be getting top coat everywhere. But look at the shimmer in that white acrylic. Can you just see it? Just like, oh, it just makes that marble look so nice. I love it. And then last but not least, we're going to do this bluey, icy, snowy, vibey nail. Is that a word, vibey? Probably not. Anyway, whack around the lamp. Okay, now I decided that I wanted to, right, this is my gel paint, Madame Glam gel paint. I've got it on a little dotting tool, and I'm just going to add a plop onto each nail. I do add one onto the pinky as well, because I felt like the pinky was left out, and I don't like to make anyone feel left out. So I will add a blob in a minute, but we're going to make stars. So when I do my stars, the top and bottom lines are quite long, and then the left and right lines are short, like perhaps half the size. I don't know. There we go, Pinky, don't feel left out. I love you too, Pinky. Oh yeah, and we want to add some little dots as well. Dot, dot, dot. So I'm going to do the same on the Pinky, but I am going to skip forward because it's exactly the same as these two nails, and sometimes repetition is boring. There we go. Then we're going to use our crystal clear acrylic. I haven't cured that gel paint. I'm going to cure, no, I'm not going to cure. I'm going to sprinkle the clear into it. Then what's going to happen is that gel paint is going to suck up that clear acrylic. And then once it's sucked up, all it can suck up, it will stay matte. So sometimes if you're doing this on gel polish or gel paint, if you haven't put enough acrylic on, the design that you've done will start to go shiny again. If that happens, where it's shiny, you just want to throw some more acrylic on. And once it's like all matte, or all like, yeah, all, once there's no shiny spots, then you can shove it in the lamp. And I will cure this for 60 seconds. And then using a little soft brush, I'm just going to brush off the excess acrylic powder. And we've got these matte textured stars on our nails. Very nice, very good, very nice. And then on this one, I'm going to just go around the smile line. This is not the neatest smile line I've ever hand painted. So it's, do you know what? If I was doing this on some tips, it would have been so much easier. But because I'm doing it on a real hand and it kept popping off the stand, it was really annoying. So like if you can practice on a real hand, I would thoroughly recommend it because it's so different doing nails on a real hand. I know this isn't a real hand, it's a fake hand, but it's a hand, it's not tips, is what I'm trying to say. It's a lot harder doing designs on a real hand than, or a real hand shape, or a fake hand. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Tips are so much easier, hands are harder. So I'm sorry, I'm waffling on here, but you get the gist. If you're going to practice because you potentially want to do clients, do try it and practice on real people, or a fake hand at least. Now I'm making a snowflake. This is the worst snowflake I've ever done, but do bear in mind this is the first snowflake of the season that I've done. This is the first snowflake. What the heck is it? I don't even know anymore. It's a snowflake. This is the first snowflake I think I've done all year. So apologies. They will get better, she says. She hopes. No, I'm sure they will. I just had a caramel frappe. No, I didn't. I forgot the caramel. It was it's a cold coffee. I don't know what's a cold coffee? Like a frothy coffee. A cold frothy coffee. What's one of those? I just made myself one of those. Normally I'll put a little squirt of caramel syrup in it, and then I'd call it a caramel frappe. But there's no caramel in it. So is it just a frappe? That would make sense, wouldn't it? That would be the logical. I don't know. Sometimes I'm too thick for my own good. You know when people say they're too smart for their own good? Is that what they say? You're too... Well, I'm not. I'm the opposite. But I don't mind. Look, I might not be the smartest cookie, but I am happy. And that's the main thing. Right, we finally got our snowflake done. Again, I'm going to sprinkle it with acrylic of the clear kind. If you sprinkled coloured acrylic on, it would obviously go the colour that you sprinkled on. So you want clear. Maybe you could do white because it's a white gel paint. I don't know. Anyway, that's it done. I'm going to try and give you a close-up now. That's not very close, Nats. But that's them done. Oh, I love them so much. Let's change background. There we go. Ta-da! I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. It's completely free, and hit that notification bell. Websites and discount codes will be below in my Linktree link. I do have discount codes for Aliana Hand, Nail Sugar, Glitter Planet, Madam Glam, all of them, all the above. But yeah, I hope you liked this video. I think I've said that. God bless. Love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.